Bom dia a todos. Lá vamos nós para mais uma transmissão de Helldivers no PS4. Entrando agora, vamos ver qual a situação do combate. Estávamos defendendo a Super Terra contra os Iluminados. Uma estreita margem de vantagem. Ótimo.
A ofensiva de Iluminados foi detida por tropas de Helldivers.
Conseguimos afastar os Iluminados da Super Terra. Estamos agora combatendo em Centauro, se eu não me engano. Centauri. Os ciborgues também estão sendo bem combatidos. Vamos variar um pouco e, aproveitando que os Helldivers conseguiram chegar no planeta, no quadrante central dos insetos, quem sabe nós não conseguimos neutralizá-los, e aí podemos centrar os esforços nos ciborgues, mantendo os Iluminados fora da Super Terra até que nós possamos centrar os esforços neles. E aí os Iluminados serão alvo fácil para nós. Só verificando se nós temos algum amigo online jogando. Joe está jogando, mas não está jogando Helldivers, possivelmente. Ou está usando o console para outra coisa.
Lançamento de Hellpod iniciado. Tripulação
Vamos lá, estamos com uma pequena margem desfavorável. Vamos lutar um pouco contra os insetos dessa vez. Acho que assim está melhor. Lá vamos nós. Deixa eu pensar um pouco. Já sei. Contra os insetos, nós não temos aquele tanque tão bem blindado. Também não é indispensável o propulsor. Vou escolher então uma estratégia mais ofensiva. Munição para o barulhento. E um farol de distração, sempre muito útil, né?
Iniciando a missão.
Lá vamos nós.
Enviando equipamento.
Equipamento recolhido.
Suprimento defensivo a caminho.
Vamos para as missões. Começando por aquelas em que há mais chance de termos sucesso sozinho, como as de entregar o pacote. Pisaram na bomba. Viraram fumaça. Lá vamos nós. Tivemos sorte de o ponto de entrega está perto. Quase lá. Primeira missão cumprida. Vamos para o outro pacote de entrega. Caixa preta. Eu vou aguardar um pouco, ver se eu obtenho alguma ajuda para as missões mais arriscadas, como o lançamento do... proteger o lançamento do míssil e, claro, a mais difícil aqui, que é proteger a bomba de extração de petróleo. De óleo. A partida está pública, definida como pública, lembrando que são 3 configurações possíveis, fechada apenas para amigos, privada, fechada para todos, né? A não ser aqueles que estiverem jogando no mesmo console, ou a atual, que é a pública. Qualquer um que tenha acesso à minha nave pode entrar no combate. Ué. Feito. Aqui com barulhento, a missão de destruir os minions fica realmente mais tranquila, enquanto que eu não tenha muita resistência no local. Esses são inimigos maiores, mas com armadura relativamente fraca. Não. Eu tenho uma surpresinha para esse carinha aqui. Então, esses são os inimigos mais poderosos que aparecem nas missões de 1 a 5, se eu não me engano. Agora ele não resiste. Lembrando, estamos jogando na dificuldade 9. Esse ataque vingador também é eficiente aqui contra os minions. Muito cuidado com esses pequenos aqui, porque eles são os únicos dispositivos de alarme aqui nessas dificuldades que não sejam as mais loucas, né? Acho que até na 12 só eles são alarmes aqui nos insetos. Só na 13 para cima, acho que 13, 14 e 15, né? É que aquele inimigo que consegue se fazer meio translúcido, né? Quase invisível, ele também dispara alarme. Deixa eu pensar um pouco. Acho que o ideal é jogar um farol de distração o mais a oeste possível, porque nós temos missões ao norte e ao sul, ambas bem difíceis. Então não é legal jogar um farol de distração a leste, porque ele vai ficar muito próximo do ponto da bomba de extração de óleo. Então vamos correr até oeste e depositar um farol de distração lá. Lá vamos nós. Ponto extremo.
Enviando recursos defensivos.
Opa. Por aqui não dá. Quase lá. Opa, há inimigos aqui ao sul. Ainda bem que não são alarmes.
Suprimentos a caminho.
Lá vem eles. Mais alarmes lá por cima. Não posso deixar esse carinha fazendo estrago no míssil. Não vi esses carinhas aqui. Agora a coisa pode complicar. Feia coisa. Desvantagem. Opa, muito perto do início. A granada. Quase que eu esvaziei o meu tridente. Maldita montanha. Bye bye. Um segundo. Consegui. Se fosse o extrator de petróleo, não teria tido a menor chance. Vamos ver o que dá pra fazer lá. Não tem jeito, né? Vamos encarar. Não vou pedir por SOS, acho que vocês já estão sacando por quê, né? Existe um risco muito grande de Helldivers totalmente inexperientes atenderem o chamado. E há muito mais Helldivers inexperientes jogando do que Helldivers capazes de fazer prestar um bom serviço aqui nessas dificuldades mais altas. No caso, nós temos uma dificuldade 9. Então é isso que o quadrado faz quando eu não estou com propulsor. Ele se joga no chão. Opa, 46. Hey there, thanks for coming.
Estratégia defensiva a caminho. Helldiver para a zona de combate.
And we have another Helldiver. Oops. Hey, where are you? Help us out. Okay, that's better. Uh-oh. The bumper's in a bad shape. Good one, good one. Alright, we have a beacon of attraction now. Hey, what's going on there? Can we go? Look out. Beacon of attraction. Let's go. Good. Here's some ammo for you. I got that. I got it. I need to reload. Okay, here they come. Got you, Bakulas. Mindlessly faded. Alright. Take that. Oops, we have a tank. Good one. I need to reload. All aboard. In we go. Good, good, good. Sweet. Are you guys up for another one? I'll keep... Good, I'll keep it a 9. If you don't mind.
Lançamento de Hellpod iniciado. Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações. Começando a missão.
Are you sure about those 2 cars? Good, good. Nice, Bakulas.
Iniciando a missão.
Let's just be sure not to waste too much ammo by reloading ourselves too fast, and we'll be good. All right. Hi there, 34. Darth Raven. Let's pick our stuff up and get going. Here's a beacon of attraction. It's this way. I have the package.
Afirmativo. Isso. Afirmativo. Para o céu!
Pessoal, não vou falar muito para não encher o saco do pessoal, que acho que aqui todo mundo fala inglês, tá? Então eu vou ficar mais em silêncio. Let's do this, guys. There's a piece.
Fica aqui. Afirmativo.
Good shooting. right. Didn't even see that coming. Should we go for the launch? Let's leave the package first. Alright. We're almost there. Package delivered. Let's go for the... Okay. We need to go for the launch, the missile launch. Not sure about that vehicle. Guys? Hey, who's that? Mindless faded? How many shots does it take to... Let's go for the launch. Looking good. Here's some ammo. One minute. You drive, Bakulus. Come over here. "30 seconds. Coming from southeast, southwest. Come over here, Makulis. Alright, you're full again. Nice. Let me throw in a beacon of attraction. Let's go. This way. All right. You need to reload, Darth Raven. We're almost there.
Afirmativo. Sentindo o sabor da liberdade.
Go ahead. Here's some ammo. Okay. Alright, mindlessly faded has got the sniffer. Oh, tank. Oops.
Não.
Let me keep covering you guys since I have the trident. Alright, good. Beacon of attraction time. And we're on the move.
Estratégia defensiva a caminho. Pulando.
There's a simple here.
Isso. Para o céu. Recarregando. Isso.
Textbook stuff. Fireworks. Oh, I can't preload you, Baculus. We need some ammo. Uh-oh. Time to rumble. Perfect landing. Hey, let me go. I won't be able to make it. Jump in. Nice job, everybody. Oops. We need to do better than that.
Lançamento de Hellpod
Afirmativo.
iniciado.
Afirmativo.
Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Mindlessly, you want me to lower the difficulty? Bakulas?
Lançamento de Hellpod.
Let's see what's number 4 is. I don't get it. Kepler Prime?
Afirmativo.
Okay. Is Kepler number 4? What's number 4? We have a 6, we have a 3, a 12, a 15, and a 9.
Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Afirmativo.
Okay. Sorry, what was that, Bakulas? Why? Are you okay now?
I need a break of a couple of minutes to drink this to raise my low blood sugar. Please wait.
Okay, okay. Don't mind. Are you okay now? We're gonna need a lot of ammo. Are we good?
I will be fine in a couple of minutes. I'll drink this and start feeling better slowly.
Nice. Nice to hear you. Nice to hear that.
Missão.
Good. That was risky. Okay, beacon of attraction out. Let's go. We need to find a nest. Okay. Rumbler time. One left. That's it. Alright, let's retrieve the package. These oil pumpers are so much better since they are shielded. Okay, let's keep moving. Watch it! The carrier can't move. On our way. So far so good. Let's go for the pumpers. Here's some ammo. Mindlessly faded, it's yours. Oops. Good one. Good stuff. Ooh, watch out. Rumble time. I got you. Just in time. We're good to go. Why this way? We need to go the other way, right? We're losing the beacon of attraction, guys. There's no point in staying around the beacon of attraction. But anyway, let's go. This is much better. There are the nests. Let's get ready to rumble. Done deal. Mindless, you need ammo again. Good shooting. Uh-oh. All right. The railgun saved the day. Alright, thanks. Oh no. Perfect stuff. The missile is still in very good shape. Here we come. Two seconds. Missile on. This way, guys. We need to go southwest. Band on the run. I'm not sure I got the whole message, but I heard the part of vaccine when you were 2 years old. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, Bakulas. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. I believe you. No, I didn't. You are 100% correct, Bakulas. Could you say that again, please? Oh, yeah. I heard that one. Yeah, Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with you completely. Thank God you think that way. Yes, yes.
Lançamento de réu pode iniciar. Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Negativo. Isso.
We have one denier here. That's some good percentage on our behalf, Bakulas. Not also food, but water too, Bakulas. Just like they did, they made it illegal for you to search for stuff on your own and not depend on central authorities like the OMS. Okay, guys, we need to plan this a little better. To search for stuff on our own. You know, there's a good reason for us on our Absolutely. Our education system may not be perfect, but there's a very good reason for all of us get trained on different fields of knowledge, like mathematics and linguistics, so that we can build up our discernment not to be so dependent on specialists. We can make our own decisions, but if we are prohibited to do our own research, all is lost, you know? That's what I meant. Unfortunately, I don't have kids, but I would love to have them. Yes. By the way, Bakulas, let me just explain something. I'm not going into much depth about the issues, the very important issues you've brought in, because I'm recording, but don't worry, your voice won't be heard. Unfortunately, your wise voice won't be heard on the recording. There's nothing I can do about that, but I would love to say more about the very important things you're talking about. You're 100% correct. I agree with you. I agree with you completely. You know, I'm 45 years old, so I have enough age to be a father of more than one, but 40, 45, 4, 5, but I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Okay, busy time here, but it's looking good. Uh-huh. Okay, what's the title? Okay, I'll try to look it up, but I'm not sure about that. Bakulas, you remember Hiroshima and Nagasaki, don't you?
Lançamento de Hellpod iniciado. Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Oh, okay. Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll try to look it up.
Começando a missão.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So the thesis is that there were already ground bombs prepared to be ignited by the a much weaker missile. Is that something like that? So there's no denial of the big explosion. So since it wasn't caused by the nuclear weapon, so the thesis is that there were already grounded bombs waiting for a conventional missile, not a nuclear missile, to ignite them. Is that it?
Yes, for example, I mean, in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the roads are perfectly fine after the nuclear explosion.
Oh my gosh.
Not good. What they did, and that they
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
it makes perfect sense. I mean, everything is burning, and the roads are fine. What they did is this. They used fire bombs. Fire bombs are bombs which ignite and explode in the same way as the nuclear bombs they showed you.
Okay, helium bombs.
By planting in them radioactive materials to pollute everything, what we call as dirty bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Começando a missão.
They plant it on the floor, plant it TNT, and they fabricated all that line, presenting it as a wonder weapon.
Yeah. And all the Manhattan Project, so the money would go for free for them, since they didn't need the bomb anyway. Makes sense, yes. Okay. Interesting.
Aguarde, equipamento a caminho. Equipamento a caminho. Enviando equipamento.
Absolutely.
Enviando equipamento.
Yep. I care about proofs, Bakula. Don't worry about conspiracy theories, stamps, you know. I understand what you're saying. Yes? Yeah, like Agent Orange. Absolutely. You know, it's not a question of conspiracy theory. If we think about it, if you were wrong, why didn't we solve all the Earth's problems with Tesla's technology? Just because the world is not ruled for that. Like the world is made to fail so that they can dominate politics. It's a good question. It's a very good question. Have you ever heard of Ayn Rand? She wrote a book explaining how control comes from ignorance. If the people are not ignorant, they'll think for themselves, and there's the control, the centralized, super centralized control. Yep. She was a very good author, a woman with pure courage. Just about your mic, Baculus, I don't think your mic is broken. I think you can configure it better just by lowering its sensitivity, because your voice is clear, but it's distorting a little bit. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Wow, Baculus, I'm a lawyer. I know you're right. Yes. Yes, and that is fundamentally true. If you think of the taxing system by a law standpoint, you can't tax all bases of society. You have to choose, what are you going to tax? Are you going to tax production? Are you going to tax property? Are you going to tax income? You can't tax everything, or you're a criminal. You know, that's why I'm... Yep, they know that. When it comes to speaking of a people, there is when I tend to pause, not because I disagree with you, but it's like saying the Chinese are bad when we know the communist regime is filled with flaws, not the Chinese people. Okay, there we can agree more. Have you ever heard of Gerald Celente and Judge Andrew Napolitano? They talk a lot about that. It's Gerald Celente. He has a magazine that you would love. It's called Trends in the News, or Trends Research. He speaks a lot about what he calls the Ashkenazi Jews. They are not real Jews, you know. Exactly, the Khazarian. Okay, the Rumblers are a bit too slow against these guys. We need a better strategy, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yes. And another fact, Bakulas, is that real science is like loving the truth. So if people are incompetent and they love ignorance, they can't be scientists. So that's a whole thing to keep in mind. It explains a lot also. Not only that, but the difference between real Jews and fake Jews, or fake anything, like fake people, you know? Those are the roots of the problems. Yes, I was thinking. What I can say about that is, I know you're coming from a sincere point, but I'm not sure we can place the problem on one ethnicity. But I respect your opinion, since you make good foundations for them. Oh, yes. Now I agree. Okay, now I get it. Yes. Here he comes, all aboard. All right. You know, Bakulas, a country to which I have great admiration is Japan. But I know there's a part of the Japanese people that is also capable of evil things also. So, you see what I mean? So yeah, I guess we agree. Mm-hmm. What was that? Oh, wow.
Lançamento de réu pode iniciado. Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação
Oh
para
my
estações.
god. So he was a big player, huh? Okay. We have to separate his work on two aspects. What he did to psychology and what he really thought and wanted. He was really important to psychology's development, but I'm not a fan of his at all. Mental asylums. Okay, let's go.
Começando a missão.
What would be the foundation to define what's sane and what's insane? In this world, a lot of people that is ethic and honest will be taken as insane. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Equipamento a caminho. Enviando equipamento. Repito, enviando equipamento. Transmitindo sinal de suporte Helldivers. Estratégia defensiva a caminho. Equipamento a caminho. Jogando granada.
Mm-hmm.
Enviando recurso de afirmativo. Anda.
The Russians did what? Say that again, please.
Equipamento defensivo chegando.
Okay, those are interesting historical facts. Go ahead. All right, that's tricky. I don't know enough to ponder that deeply, but I do know that Ukraine was part of the USSR. But so you're saying that they were a different line of power, Ukraine and Russia? Okay.
Entendido. Afirmativo.
Wow, I never heard that before. Very interesting.
Elemento defensivo a caminho. Seja defensivo. Pulando. Entendido. Afirmativo.
It's a very strong point, I must say, Bakulas. And very well put. I'm trying to remember the name of the father of propaganda. Here we go.
Extração confirmada. Nave a caminho.
Yes, there's something absolutely wrong about the news, and that's becoming so obvious to the point where CNN was recently acquired by a millionaire that said there's no journalists here. So you know what that means, right? It's an operation. It's a political operation, and now there's nobody who will disagree with that. And it was held as conspiracy theories. Oh yes, Aristotle was an absolute genius.
Chegada em recarregando.
Let's see, I have to log in again here. I can do this, just a minute. Alright, here we go. Yes? Father of propaganda. Edward Bernays. Here he goes. Let's see. They are not linked. Let me type cousin. Let's see if Wikipedia says that. They probably won't recognize that. Let's see. No, they won't make that link. They won't make it that easy for us to connect to the dots, you know?
Lançamento de Hellpod iniciado. Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Vai, vai, vai!
All right.
Iniciando a missão.
Take it easy, Bakulas. Have some water.
Equipamento a caminho. Suprimentos a caminho. Enviando equipamento. Repito, enviando equipamento. Aguarde, equipamento a caminho.
What was the last word you said? Oh, okay. I can't right now, but go ahead. I'll try to memorize it. It's a site. The programming course. Or cause?
Suprimento defensivo a caminho. Equipamento defensivo chegando. Afirmativo. Entendido.
Okay, course like C-O-U-R-S-E, programming course.
Enviando equipamento. Transmitindo sinal de emergência de Helldivers. Equipamento a caminho.
You know something, Bakulas? There are some lawyers that went to the course because of a certain call. You know, something deeper than wanting to act on courts. So what we have in common is that we have a talent for proof, for standing on arguments, what stands and what doesn't. So my focus here, of course, I think proving is very important, but there's a lot of important things that we can't depend on proving to understanding. So how do we deal with that? How do we believe without proof when something is obviously right? Well, it's kind of tricky, but it has to do a lot with intuition, but most importantly, it has to do with understanding parameters. Parameters for human behavior. When we get to see reality by human parameters, we get to understand that there are a few groups of humans, and they are divided by those parameters, by the way they behave, no matter what color they are, no matter what part of the globe they were born. So when we understand that, it becomes a lot easier to do the research, because we come from a different standpoint of view, a different standpoint. We understand that what people are capable of and what people are not capable of. So proving is very important, but being strategic is even more important. You see, when you have those kinds of proofs that you're relating, like deleted videos, banned videos, and all that stuff, you become a target. So how can people become a target and not be destroyed or become too much of a threat? Because they can understand human behavior parameters. So they don't need to research all that much, and they are not such a big target anymore, because they've known enough to understand reality as far as they need to, not on a micro level, on a macro level. Like, of course, there's a lot of stuff about the universe and about microbiotic life, or reality, if you will, that we need proof to believe. But when it comes to explaining how the world became so wrong and so wicked, human behavior is the center of the analysis. So, do you understand what I'm talking about?
Helldiver indo pra zona de combate.
Absolutely. You're right on spot. And another very important aspect on that analysis, Bakulas, is identity. If people know enough about themselves and enough about the group, Yes, absolutely. So, when people are made so confused about their identity, how are they supposed to form a family to begin with? I've already told you that I don't have kids. I wish I did. Yeah, yes. You take femininity out of women and masculinity out of men, and what do you have? Yeah.
Tripulação para estações. Repito, tripulação para estações.
Absolutely. And on top of that, uh,
Iniciando a missão.
yes,
Suprimentos a caminho. Aguarde. Equipamento médico a caminho. Enviando equipamento. Estratégia defensiva. Aguarde. Equipamento a caminho.
that's a good question.
Suprimentos a caminho. Cobertura. Pulando. Suprimento defensivo a caminho.
Yes, it becomes very, very tricky. You are talking about Freud a lot. So, coming back to identity and forming a family, you know, the level of confidence, the level of trust that is needed for someone to form a strong-based family, it's huge, it's humongous. And it used to come naturally because people knew how to talk about themselves, how when very basic question, who are you? You know, they wouldn't pause. They know what to say because they know who they were and who they weren't. But today, it's kind of a sin if you talk about yourself. Okay, I understand that there's a lot of futility. That's not what I'm talking about. Exactly. So exactly. And what are they being guided for? They are being guided for that the highest authority there is to humans is government. That's plain and simple. So yes. Yes, and yeah, lots of excuse like democracy, which is not democracy, liberty, which is not liberty. So yeah, oh, sorry the tweet. Sorry the tweet. I didn't see you need to recover your equipment. Oh, the tweet so that you understand. No, I'm not. I'm Brazilian. Where are you from, Bakulas? Oh, right. It's alright if you don't need to. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, the cradle of Western civilization. Oh my God. Okay, welcome Helldivers, welcome the tweet, Herman, so that you didn't understand, the tweet can't hear us, not the tweet, Bakulas can't hear us when he's talking, so that's why I stop talking when he comes in. So, just to let you know, we're in a very interesting dialogue for several minutes now. Bakulas is a very intelligent person, so I hope you guys enjoy. So Bakulas, don't be ashamed of your country, never. You guys have too much history for that. I know you could be in a bad shape right now, but that's not permanent. You guys know how to fight, and I don't mean fight, only fight physically. You guys know how to fight mentally? Okay, Bakulas, I need to ask you a question. I understand your arguments, but can you differentiate? Perfectly. What I was about to ask you is, how do you differentiate the structure that you've just described from anarchy? Okay, my question was, how do you differentiate? Okay, there's the key word there, Baculus, ethic. So how do you differentiate that mentality from anarchy, since everybody can make their own rules?
Chegada em 5 segundos.
Okay, so the system you're proposing is very similar to anarchy, right? And on a good sense. Absolutely. So here it comes. The problem is, okay, democracy has a lot of flaws. Capitalism has a lot of flaws too. Okay. Yes, I agree completely. So that's why I'm standing in this point. See, capitalism and democracy, as we have today, is the result of the best we can do, not what we should be doing. So I understand. I've studied a lot about theory, state theories, and I agree fundamentally with what you're saying. But the only problem is people are uneducated, so they don't know enough about limits. If they did, we would have a chance on a system in which people would be their own lawmakers. We're so far from that we would self-destruct in less than 2 decades if we have all citizens being the origin of their own laws. That's just what I'm saying.
Iniciando a missão.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The difference between Plato and the other Greek thinkers is that he knew well too much about power to be a full democratic guy. But of course, he meant well for humanity. That doesn't mean he was an autocratic guy. He just couldn't fall for the democratic dream. I understand what you're saying. So it's like, of course, we would love to have a world with no weapons, no fire weapons, but it's another thing when the smuggler comes your way, the thief comes your way, you will look for somebody that have a gun, you know, immediately. So it's kind of a maturity issue where the difference between what should be and what actually is. So of course I agree with you, but what I'm sustaining here is the risk of self-destruction of humanity if we leave the legislative perish on its own, you know. But yeah, I would love to have an educated society in which people knew their limits, so there wouldn't be necessary to have laws. Much more level, even less
Recarregando. Afirmativo.
Absolutely. Solon and Justiniano, two very important figures. But let me just add this up, if I could, Bakulas. Do you know why it's so hard to be a pop musician these days? Because there's just so much pop music available that you can't create without being accused of using someone else's material. So I agree with what you're saying, but again, I asked you how do you differentiate that from anarchy, and now I ask you, how do you differentiate that from universal basic income? Not that it's a wrong idea, but it's if we let the politicians implement the UBI, it's gonna be a mess for sure, you know? Yes, and more than that, I completely agree with you. And people that think I'm more of a center-right thinker. You know, I believe on the Austrian economic school with some adaptations. But when it comes to UBI, it's so simple to me because just think about autism. So there are so many autistic people today, just so many. And autism is such a complex issue. There are many, many different levels of autism. So there are some autistic people that are very talented, and there are some autistic people that simply are totally dependent of others. So how do we equalize that economically? You know, there's not hundreds of possible solutions. It's only half a dozen at best. So people shouldn't rule out UBI that easily as populism, because it's not much of a question of option. It's a question of a problem that waits to be solved, you know. But yeah, if we are talking to uneducated people, they will say, oh, okay, you're a communist, or you're a leftist, or you're a this, or you're a that. So how can we keep the dialogue? How do we even keep the dialogue, you know? That's a huge problem. You got that one right, yeah. You are right again, Baculus.
Gel pod iniciado. Tripulação
So,
para estações.
how do we be...
Tripulação para estações. Começando a missão.
Because his father Philip had planned what the rest of Greeks they you are an idiot. You are fool. You don't have the abilities to press at the time. Alexander Baxter. What? You think it's about
Entendido.
you will be victorious. And the victory
Enviando equipamento a caminho. Enviando equipamento a caminho.
100% correct.
Equipamento a caminho.
of part of the team. Around them,
Enviando recursos defensivos.
He was cool. He was calm because he was knowing what he was doing. And he was knowing what he was doing because he was able how to feel.
Afirmativo.
One word for great Alexander.
Okay, first of all, what
The point, as far as I can tell, is truth. It's growth. It's wisdom. And one word to describe the great Alexander: Invictus. The guy died 30 years of age by the bite of a mosquito. Other than that, he just won everything. Okay, Bakulus, about everything is relative. Let me give you a just one note about everything is relative. I understand the basis for you to say that, but let me respond to that with Aristotle. I understand, and that's useful and to say the least. But let me give you one example, one Aristotle thought about that. Is it, quote, I'm quoting now, quote, is it absolutely true? There are no absolute truths. So, expanding on that, there's limits for everything. I think it's better said like that than saying everything is relative. I would say there are limits to every thought. It depends on parameters and context, but it's a helpful idea to think that there is a profound relativity that is present on all the universe, but some things are absolute, almost absolutely true, like the universe evolves towards complexity, you know. That is not that relative, of course. If the two Big Bang believers, if a Big Bang comes to town, of course the evolution will have a gap, to say the least. It will stop for a while, but the path towards complexity will restore itself. It just will. So that could be considered as not relative, but I digress. I understand what you're trying to say, and I agree. And by any means, you are not stupid, Bakulas. That is obvious. Oh. Alright, that probably puts you on the category of a skeptic, which can be a good perspective, but let me answer your question. With Aristotle again, by his works on categories, we can classify everything that you say by some parameters. For instance, for example, utility is one of them. Basic, how what foundations do you have for saying that? So by that we can measure intelligence. It's a very cold answer. When I'm saying that obviously you're not stupid, I'm not being, let's say, emotional on that. I'm being rational. Did I make myself clear? Me too, man. Believe me on that. And what makes me say that? Well, the basis is what opportunities did I skip? You know? Was I always right about people? Definitely not. But I certainly did my best, and I correct myself. as often as I need. That is a belief that gives me courage to keep going. But yeah, I doubt my intelligence too. No question about it. If I am intelligent at all. Okay, now I can write it down. The programming course.
Entendido.
All right, got it. Copy that. All right. You know what's all? Do you know what's also interesting about the times we're living? I'm thinking about different Brazilians that wrote about that also, and a few dozens of Americans or English writers that wrote magnificently about that too. So again, it's a question of, do people care? Do people study? That's right, Baculus. Hey, the tweet. Thanks a lot for coming. Oh, nice, you're there. I hope we didn't bother you. I tried to tell him that too, the tweet. He thinks his mic is broken, but I guess if he configures on his console to be less sensitive, we won't get that sound broken as we are getting. Yeah. Okay, your sound is perfect. So, guys, I have to go. let me just clarify to you. I have a channel on Twitch. I'm transmitting live, but there's nothing for you guys to worry about since your voice won't be recorded. So if you want to check our performance, you could check it out. It's at Vista 1976, and let's play together again.
Of course. Do you mind sending me that message? I'll check it out.
Okay, no, not at all. I'll do it right now. Okay, guys. I'll let you know on a message. I actually have a channel on YouTube and a playlist Helldiver. Okay, nice to see you, everybody. See you next time.
All right, then. Take it easy. Yes, sir.
Thank you.